If you like what you see by the end of this video, and I hope you make it to the end, I know you will, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you receive notifications when I upload new videos. So this is not my personal idea. I did see this through a demonstrator Facebook group that I belong to, but I saw it and I just thought I had to share it. And I'm going to have another version that another demonstrator made with the same type of technique. So here's the card that I have to share with you, and it's actually a trifold card. So it opens like this, and isn't that stunning? And this designer series paper is available free until the end of March with a $50 purchase. And I just think this came out stunning. And something I added to it is I took the envelope and I added some paper to it. So wouldn't this make a stunning card for a wedding? And again, I cannot take the what's the word I'm looking for? This is, like I said, it's not my idea, so I can't take the, whatever the word I'm looking for, all the hoop and hala for it, because it was not my idea. But I just kind of added a few little things to it to kind of make it my own, including this fun envelope. So let's go ahead and get started so I can show you how to make this fun card. All right, so as you know, we have a Stampin' Up! Has designer series, well, we have designer series paper, which is, I'm using this, but we have cardstock that are called in colors. And this is one of the in colors that's going to be retiring come, well, I believe April, May is going to be, April the list will come out, but we already know that Peekaboo Peach is one of the colors that will be retiring. And I'm losing my words and I apologize, it's just been a long day for me. So I wanted to use up some of my Peekaboo Peach, and because I love it so much, I thought it'd be perfect for this card. So we're starting out with a card base that is 11 by 5.5. So when you use 8.5 by 11, unfortunately you're only going to be able to get one card out of that. But you'll end up with a scrap piece like this that you can use to cut out your butterflies with. So being crafters and stampers, we don't throw anything away. So it's 5.5 by 11. Oops, and I'm losing my inside of my paper cutter. Oh my goodness. Like I said, it's been one of those days. Now on the paper cutter, I'm going to be using the light colored blade. This dark colored blade is actually the cutting blade, this being the scoring blade. And if you have a simply scoring tool, you can go ahead and use that. So what we're going to do is we're going to score this at 1 1/4, and then we're going to score it at 4. We're going to go ahead and open up this little arm, because then we want to score it at 6 3/4, which is that little line right there kind of after the crack. That's funny. Oh boy. Okay, so we're done with that for now. Well, I guess we're done with that. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold this forward and fold this back and fold that onto it. So you actually have a half of a basic card on the back, and you have these 3 fold layers, and bone folder would be great for this. And then this is how it's going to open. Okay, so for the inside of our card, we have 3 pieces of the designer series paper. And my back piece is cut at 4 by 5.25. That's right. I had to recheck my notes. So 4, is that right? Yeah, all of them are cut at 5 1/4 long ways. So this one is cut at 4. This one is cut at 1 1/2, and this one is cut at 1. And then I also need a piece that is just plain Whisper White. And here we are with that. And that is also cut at 2 1/2. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to go ahead and just use my Tombow glue just because it's here on the table. But you can use any glue choice that you're comfortable using. I like the snail adhesive for this as well. You get a little more movement that you can move the card around by using the Tombow multi-purpose glue. Okay, so this is the piece we're going to stamp on, so we're just going to put that aside. Now this piece is going to go here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and layer this here. Now this is a perfect card. It can be used for Mother's Day, for birthday. I think it's extra fancy. So it'd be perfect for a wedding. Now our other piece is going to go right here. Oh, you know what? I think I used another piece for that. I used a different one. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and use this piece with these flowers on here, because that's the one I used for my sample. That other one I don't know, I guess I was just cut happy and I cut that one too. All right, so we're going to use that one for the front, and that's the piece that's 1 inch. All right, now for our stamp piece, we're going to go ahead and we are going to use the stamp set called Petal Palette, and it's a stamp set of 2, but what I did is I combined them into one case. So I have the one cover on that side, 2 of 2, and 1 of 2 here. And I love this set. It has beautiful words on it. The sayings are beautiful. And the sayings that I'm going to use is some things are just meant to be, like the 2 of you together. And then I have congratulations. So I already have them mounted on. Now the greatest part of buying your stamps in the unmounted version, which is the clear mount, is that you can put both of them on at the same time. So you ink once and stamp once. I just want to give it a try here. Make sure they're straight. Yep, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right there in the center. And then I have this little, let me show you on the stamp case, this little viney rosy thing. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp that on the top. So this, my feeling for this card would be great for a wedding card. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use some of my Tombow glue. And we're going to put that right inside here. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Wink of Stella just on the inside here to add a little glitz. Now when I did this at my card class the other night, I tried putting it on this glossy paper, but unfortunately it didn't really work out. You couldn't really see it. I tried it on here and nope, it doesn't work that way. So, but it just adds a little bit of glistening there. And then what we can do, if I have them nearby, here we are, we can go ahead and add a little bit of pearls on here. Now these are the retired pearls, these little teeny rows of them. The new ones now, they don't come with this strip, but I'm just using up what I have. Being a crafter, I like to use what I have. So we can just go ahead and put a couple of those scattered about, just to add a little bit of interest. Alright, I think 3 is good. You could add as many as you like when you make your card. Okay, so it looks a little blah, so we're going to step it up a bit. So we're going to go ahead and use this silver metallic trim. It's like a thin thread. And I'm going to find the end and I'm going to wrap it around my 4 fingers just to get yourself a nice little blurb of it. Alrighty. And what I'm going to do then is I am going to use my snail, if I can find it on my table. Oh, there it is. And I'm just going to put a little bit of snail here. And I'm going to attach this little bunch of silver thread right on there. And if you have any little pieces that are kind of sticking out, just stick them down there. They'll stick on. You're not going to see that underneath. I know you're thinking, oh, that looks kind of ugly. Nope, you're not going to see that because that's where our little butterflies are going to go. So what I did ahead of time, oh, here they are here. I took the Peekaboo Peach and I cut out one of these butterflies, which comes from the Butterfly Thinlit dies, and it's this one here, the outline. So I cut out of the Glimmer paper, I cut out one, and Peekaboo Peach. And then I took another one of these pieces of this designer series paper with the stripes, and I used the Bold Butterfly framelets, this one right here, and I cut that out. That takes a little bit of time, so I went ahead and did that, you know, before you all came. So I'm just going to use my Tombow glue again, and I'm going to layer up my butterflies right in the center. You don't want to glue your wings because those are going to kind of fold them up and, you know, make it look dimensional. Now, the Tombow glue is perfect for using on your Glimmer paper, but it does take a little bit to dry. So, without me fussing and mussing with that. All right, I'm looking for my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to bring my card back in here, and I'm going to put a little Stampin' Dimensional there. And that's what I'm going to stick my butterfly to. It's not wanting to stick there. I may have to use a glue dot. Alright, there we go. And if you're a little off kilter with that, oh, I did it the wrong way. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on, hold the phone. I layered it wrong. Let's rewind. And now I zhushed up my twine, but we're going to fix it. Okay. So I layered my butterfly the wrong way. Alright, so we're going to go back and rewind. And here's what we want to do. Oop. Oh boy, my hands are all sticky from that glue now that I stuck it in there. Oh, and I don't really like that either. Okay. Let's do this again. How many minutes? I don't have much time left, so let me just recap, redo, rewind. And don't worry, I'm not going to throw that other thread away. I'll reuse that. Okay, so let's go back. And now that I have glue on my fingers, the thread is just wanting to do its own thing. All right. Okay, so dimensionals. Okay. See, even because I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator does not mean that everything I do is picture perfect either. We're going to put our Glimmer paper down. Then we're going to use our peach. And then we're going to use our piece. And good thing I cut out some extras. We're going to use, oh, that one got torn. Okay, well done. We're going to use our striped one. And then, okay, so that will take a little bit to dry, and I'll fix that all up, you know, with those little strands. But I wanted to show you so there's basically our card. So put that aside. Here's the one I already did. And the fun part, for the envelope, I took some strips that were left over. And here's my envelope. All I did for that is I used some Tombow. And make sure you go around the edges especially. And you're just going to stick this to it. Just like that. And then all you have to do is trim around here. Now, I can't say if this would go through the mail or not. I haven't tried it. But if you do, and if it goes, or if it doesn't, please be sure to let me know. But if you're going to a wedding and you're hand delivering it, or you're hand delivering a card to anyone, you know, look at how beautiful that makes the flap of your envelope. And then there's our card. So thanks so much for joining me, putting up for my oops and oopsies. And I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, and I forgot, little rhinestones. Rhinestones go on the center of the butterfly, right there. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you back here again real soon. Stampins2Creates.stampinup.net, and have a super Stampin' Day, and I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye for now.